Alrighty, everyone. Hello and welcome to the Middlesex County Virtual College Fair. My name is Matt. I'm going to be your facilitator this evening. We have a great list of colleges that we are set to hear from, but first, a few housekeeping announcements. As attendees, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you. You can ask your questions using the Q&A button that you see on your screen, and I do recommend using that throughout the entirety of our time this evening. Reminder that there's one more hour of sessions, so feel free to sign up for more sessions tonight. And another reminder that this session and all of our sessions will be recorded and available at strivescan.com/Middlesex in the next few days. Without any further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Pace University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Drennan. I'm an undergraduate admission counselor at Pace University. Sorry, let's start the slideshow. So Pace University is a four-year private university located in New York. We have two campuses, our New York City campus in downtown Manhattan and our Westchester County campus just north of New York City. At Pace, we have something that we like to call the Pace Path. It's sort of like every student's individualized roadmap. It's how we combine your academic growth with your personal growth and your professional growth. So every student, when they come to Pace, is required to take a class called University 101. And in University 1, they'll ask you questions such as, do you want to study abroad? How many internships do you want to take? Do you want to add a second major? And they'll ask you all these questions so that you can start planning out your time at Pace while keeping your eye on the prize, which is to graduate in 4 years. We have 6 schools within Pace University. We have more than 100 undergraduate majors. For the most part, the majors overlap between campuses, but there are some that are specific to campus. So for example, our direct admit nursing program is only offered on the Westchester campus, and our School of Performing Arts is only offered on the New York City campus. No matter what major you choose, our average classroom size is about 20 students in a classroom, so fairly small classroom sizes. 90% of PACE undergraduates are employed or continuing education within 6 months of graduation. This is because of our amazing Career Services department. So Career Services is a great department to connect with early on in your PACE path. They're going to help you build your resume, write cover letters, and do practice mock interviews with you. A little bit more about the 2 different campuses. Our New York City campus is in downtown Manhattan, right in the financial district of New York City. We're at the foot of the Brooklyn Bridge. We are across the street from City Hall. We're about a 5-minute walk away from Wall Street, and we're about 2 blocks away from the World Trade Center. Something cool about the New York City campus is a lot of New York City schools are spread out, but Pace is not. It is all within a 5-block radius of each other, so you never have to take the subway to get to class. Everything is right there in walking distance. And we do have 4 residence halls on the New York City campus. 2 of them are primarily for freshmen. Housing is guaranteed all 4 years as long as you submit your deposit before May 1st, but it's also never required. So you can live on campus or off campus. That is completely up to you. About 75% of our first-year students do live on campus. Our Westchester campus is located 30 miles north of the New York City one. This is our more traditional college campus in a suburban area. You do get the best of both worlds because you have that traditional college campus, but you're still a quick train ride into New York City. And we do also have a free shuttle that runs between the 2 campuses. Our Westchester campus has our environmental center, our nature trails, and our Division II athletics. So if you were interested in playing a sport, you would be on the Westchester campus. When you're applying, we are on the Common App, or we have our own Pace University application. If you are already doing the Common App and that's easier for you, then go right ahead and do that. We also ask for your official high school transcript. The average GPA is a 3.3. That is the average, so half the students fall above that and half fall below. And we do have a very holistic reviewing process of the application. PACE is fully test optional, so you will still be considered for the Honors College, and you're still going to be considered for merit scholarship. We have early decision, which is the binding application. That's a great choice for students who are absolutely ready to commit to PACE, and that is due November 1st. Then we have early action, which is non-binding. That is a great choice for students who just want to get their decision back a little bit earlier. And those 2 deadlines are November 15th and December 1st. Any students applying to our School of Performing Arts need to submit the application by December 15th. $26,000 is the average amount of financial aid and scholarship that students are given each year. And a little bit more about merit scholarship. When you apply, you're automatically considered, so you don't have to do anything extra. All you do is apply, and you have that automatic consideration, and that is separate from financial aid, which you can apply for through the FAFSA. Any students who submit the FAFSA by December 1st are automatically going to receive a $1,000 scholarship from PACE just for filling out that FAFSA. So you don't even need to be applied yet. So advice I have to students is try and submit that FAFSA by December 1st and have PACE on your list of schools. I know this is a really quick presentation, a lot of information, but this is my contact information. So please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions throughout the application process, and I will pass it over to our next presenter.
Great, thank you so much. And next we will hear from Iona College.
Very nice. All right, I'll go ahead and share my screen with everyone here. We'll do a full slideshow. Very nice. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Ray Garrow, and I'm our Associate Director for Admissions over at Iona College. I'm covering this event for my colleague, Chelsea, so I will have her contact information over for you at the end of the presentation. Looking at Iona College, so we're a relatively small private liberal arts Catholic school located in New Rochelle, New York in Westchester County. So from your area, we're about an hour and a half away, 30 minutes away from Grand Central, New York City, just a couple of train stops away on the Metro North, and just about 30 minutes away from Stamford, Connecticut as well. The school is located in, like I mentioned, in New Rochelle, New York. It's a suburban city, so you truly get the best of both worlds. You experience the city feel, but also the suburban feel as well. Just 3,300 undergraduate students in our entire school. So you do get that small classroom experience as well, 20 to 25 students in a class. We are a liberal arts college, so we do have a School of Arts and Science. We do have a School of Business. We have our core required courses. But in addition to that, we have programs ranging from the sciences to education, criminal justice, psychology, speech language pathology, media, business, and so on and so forth. In addition to that, we do have dual degree programs where you can earn your bachelor's and master's all in 5 years. And we also have some joint degree programs where we are partnered with schools like Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine and Seton Hall University. Now, it is an exciting time to be a part of the Iona community as it relates to academics. We just recently purchased a campus not too far from us to expand upon our academic programs. And we just partnered with New York Presbyterian Hospital, where they made a generous $20 million donation so that we can build our very own New York Presbyterian School of Health Sciences. So a lot of exciting things happening at Iona as it relates to academics. In addition to that, like I just mentioned, we're just 30 minutes away from New York City. So when it's time to look for those internships and those job opportunities, you are not too far. You're very close by. And we have a career development center that works very closely with our students, helping them build their resumes, write cover letters. They help them build their LinkedIn profiles for professional networking. And we do have events like Meet a Career Mentor and Career and Internship Expos. Looking at the student life side, we do have 7 residence halls on campus. We guarantee housing all 4 years. We do offer suite style housing, communal style housing, and apartment style housing. About 68% of our students live on campus, and the other 32% either commute or live within a 5-minute radius. In addition to that, we have more than 80 clubs, more than 450 activities going on per year. We are in the process of expanding upon all of our clubs and activities on campus. Most recently, we did expand upon our performing arts programs, and we just expanded upon our club sports as well. A little fun fact, we do have esports for anyone who may be interested in esports. In addition to that, we do offer academic clubs, multicultural groups, Greek life, pretty much everything that you see here on the screen. Now, looking at the application process, we are on the Common App. So if you are looking to apply to Iona, you can utilize the Common application. In terms of requirements, we're looking for a high school transcript, typically a solid B average. So if you're in that 85, 3.4 average ballpark, then academically speaking, you will certainly be competitive. In addition to that, we do look at recommendation letters and we look at your college essay. We are completely test optional, so you don't have to worry about submitting an SAT or ACT score. Now, with regards to our deadlines, we are offering the early decision deadline, which is a binding one. That's December 1st. We have early action, which is not binding. That is December 15th. Students are notified in January. And then we have regular decision, which is February 15th. Now, looking at financial aid and scholarships, 100% of our students are eligible to receive financial aid and scholarships. If admitted into Iona, you will receive a merit scholarship. This past year, they did range from $10,000 to $25,000. If you're looking to receive any additional aid, you would have to complete the FAFSA. In addition to that, we do offer micro rewards based on individual interests like performing arts, community service, things of that nature. Now, tuition and fees are about $42,000 and change, and to live on campus, it's about $17,000. But just keep in mind that that is a sticker price. Because 100% of our students are eligible to receive scholarships and financial aid, that means that 100% of you are not paying the full cost of tuition. Now, looking at some information here, like I mentioned earlier, I'm covering this event for my colleague, Chelsea. Chelsea Nelson is actually your admissions counselor, and she would be so happy to work with you. You may take a photo of this page so that you have her contact information there. You're also welcome to follow us on social media. It's a great way to keep up with what's happening at Iona informally. And lastly, we're offering tours 7 days a week. So if you are interested in visiting the campus, just know that our doors are open. The only thing that we require is that you wear a mask, but you'll be able to see everything on campus, and you'd be able to go inside of the buildings. And we're also having an open house on November 21st. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll go ahead and pass it on to my colleague.
Great, thank you so much. And next we will hear from East Carolina University.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in, just making sure this is good to go. All right. So hello, my name is Stephanie Molina. I am a freshman admissions counselor for East Carolina University. Just to cover my bases about just a general overview of who we are and what we do. So we have roughly 28,000 students. Overall, however, only 23,000 of those students make up our undergraduate population. Every single year, we look forward to enrolling roughly 4,000 students. 32 of our population is very diverse, and 13% of our overall student enrollment is from out of state. Definitely somewhere we're looking for improvement, so come on over. And we have students from all 100 counties in North Carolina, 47 different states, plus the District of Columbia, and 99 different countries. So you will definitely meet someone here from everywhere and anywhere. And we have tons of awards that we have been recognized for. So like diversity, again, veterans, nationally ranked NC Public Institution, student engagement. We were also in Forbes, which is really great. Some of you all may be wondering where exactly we're located at. So of course, we're in Greenville, North Carolina. So if you want to go out of state, it's a great option. We're halfway point from the Outer Bank, the beach, and Raleigh, North Carolina, which is the capital of our state. So you get the best of both worlds. Now, of course, you're here more so regarding of bachelor's degrees and what we have to offer. So we have 87 different options for you all, but of course, it's kind of a tough decision to make so early on. So if you want to come in undecided, undeclared, that is a-okay with us. No need to worry about that. Feel free to do that, and we'll help you along the way, because we do have specific advisors to help out those students with who are undecided. However, I'd like to touch base about some of our top majors. So we do have the largest college of business and allied health sciences in North Carolina. So anything within that realm, we are really big on, but of course, nursing is our #1 and top major. We have a 99 percentile passing and graduating rate with the NCLEX as well. And we're also really big on education. We were founded as a teacher's college, so we are very prideful of our educators. Earlier, I mentioned roughly how many students we have. So we are considered to be a large institution with that 23,000 range. However, we still have a really good small school feeling with that 19:1 student to faculty ratio. And for anybody that's interested in research or getting some networking opportunity, over 20% of our students participate in some form of research experience, which is really great. Another fun fact we always like to push is that we are the only institution in North Carolina with a dental school, medical school, and College of Engineering. So if you're interested in any of those, you don't have to look any further. Now, regarding living on campus and dining, so we're in the South, so we are all about food. We have over 25 different options, national names like Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Raising Cane's, Subway. We also have different food trucks throughout the week and 5 different Starbucks locations, so you will never be caffeine deprived. You are guaranteed housing your very first year, since all freshmen are required to live on campus. We have 16 different residence halls within 3 different neighborhoods, 2 student centers that you can pick from, and 18 different living learning communities to kind of help make that transition easier from high school to college. Now, we always like to say that it's a pirate life for you, and definitely when you go to college, get involved with as much as you want. With over 500 different clubs and organizations, we definitely have something here for every single one of you all. 30 different intramural programs and 31 club sports. So if that's something you're interested in, go for it. Or if you want to create your own club, that's also an opportunity. Or if you just want to bring back our chicken nuggets club we had pre-COVID, feel free to do so as well. Now, again, we're still in the South, so we're really big into sports overall, but if that's something you're not interested in, that's okay. But I always like to mention that we have 18 NCAA Division I teams. So this is another opportunity that you can get involved with. Now, the Honors College, this is another great program I like to tell all of my out-of-state students. This program, of course, involves just like priority registration, one-on-one coaching and consultation with advising. However, you are guaranteed a 4-year scholarship with this program. There's 3 different levels to that scholarship, just kind of depends which one. But we're not looking at test scores whatsoever. The term we're using is we're test blind, meaning everyone is on the same playing field. Again, it's just going to be put in our records and we're not going to be looking at it at all, which is really great. All they're looking for is either a 3.5 unweighted GPA or a 4.0 weighted GPA. And it could range from $10,000 for the 4 years that you're with us up to $60,000 plus a $5,000 stipend to study abroad. Overall, just our general admissions, we are on a rolling admissions base. So technically you can apply up until March 1st, but you want to make sure that you get your application in at least by the scholarship eligibility deadline, which is December 15th. We're on the Common App, or you can apply through our ECU application, but we need your full application, of course, essay, transcript, application fee, or fee waiver. And if you're just looking for general admission, we roughly look at 3.46 to a 3.74 unweighted GPA. Again, that's the competitive range. We have accepted students below and above those ranges. We're having tons of different opportunities to come see us, open house, campus tours, virtual tours are still going on in different academic days that you can kind of tune in and see what your major is all about. But feel free to check those out on our website. And then last but not least, definitely just feel free to connect with us. We're here to help out as much as possible just to make that admissions process a little bit easier. I will put my contact information in the chat, but I will go ahead and pass it off to my other friend.
Great, thank you so much. And next we will hear from LaSalle University.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me virtually. My name is Bryce. I'm the Associate Director of Recruitment at LaSalle University. So let's get started. All right, so LaSalle was founded in 1863 by the Christian Brothers. Their mission in life was education. So I always like to mention this because they founded over 1,000 LaSallian schools in 82 countries worldwide. So the thing that really sets us apart from other schools located in Philadelphia is the fact that we have this global network that expands far beyond, just our city. So we also at LaSalle have 44 undergraduate majors, 3,200 undergraduate students, 19 Division I sports. So basketball is our big thing. We actually just unrelated, but just had Adam Sandler on campus filming a basketball movie in our arena. And then 100% of our classes are taught by faculty. And they are, they have PhDs or terminal degrees. You'll never have a TA. All right, so I mentioned that we are located in Philly. It's my favorite part, one of my favorite parts of the presentation. Philly really is the classroom and the playground here at LaSalle. So there's plenty to do. You'll find that students have their clinical experiences all throughout the city, internships galore. Our students really make the most of being in Philly. If you look behind me, that is our campus. If you stood in the middle of it, you never know that you were in the city. But if you, just hop right outside, hop on the subway, you can experience everything that the city has to offer. So in LaSalle, we have 3 schools. We have the School of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business, and the School of Nursing and Health Sciences. The School of Arts and Sciences is our largest school on campus. Some notable programs, we recently just started a program with UPenn. So we have a 4+1 program with UPenn in bioengineering. We also have plenty of 5-year programs in the School of Arts and Sciences. So pretty much any major you can build a 5th year on for a master's degree and finish in 5 years with your bachelor's and your master's. So just a couple other notable ones, our COM program, our education program, integrated science, business, and technology. There's a lot of really cool options there. And even if your major isn't arts and sciences, you will be taking courses here because of our liberal arts curriculum. Next, we have the School of Business. So our School of Business is really heavy into networking and relationship building. That's the things that they're really about. They're really fixate on being a go-getter, entrepreneurial spirit, all of that. So in some notable programs, we have our 4-year BS MBA program. So in 4 years, you would get your bachelor's and your master's. Our Business Scholars Co-op program, which is an internship opportunity to do 2 co-op programs throughout your time at LaSalle. full-time and you don't attend classes during that time. And then our Center for Entrepreneurship. So students have come to LaSalle, created their own business, Shark Tanked it through the Center for Entrepreneurship, and really had a lot of success with it. We're also AACSB accredited, which only 5% of schools worldwide have. Next, we have our School of Arts, or School of Nursing and Health Sciences. So our School of Nursing and Health Sciences, nursing is probably our largest major at LaSalle. We are fully test optional for all of our programs, even nursing, which I'll mention again. But yeah, definitely an awesome program. We start our clinical experiences first semester, sophomore year. So you really get that hands-on experience. Communication sciences and disorders, nutrition, and public health are 4 and 5 year options. Students will travel from all over the country to attend these programs. And again, the School of Nursing and Health Sciences is really into that hands-on experience. Where you take courses is actually an old hospital. So you're working, you know, in an old healthcare setup, which is really cool. All right, so next we have the freshman application. So I know some of you have already started your application. If you haven't, we are on the LaSalle app, the Common App, and the Coalition app. We're a completely free application. If you want to apply to LaSalle, just let us know, or just let your guidance counselor know, and they'll send us your high school transcript. We're looking for 2 letters of recommendation, and then, like I said, fully test optional. Whether it's honors, nursing, any of our specialty programs, we are fully test optional. We will never hold that against you if you don't want to choose to send SAT scores. We have lots of scholarship options as well. Every student who is admitted into LaSalle will receive some form of our founder scholarship. So that ranges between $5,000 and $18,000 depending on merit. Our Christian Brothers Scholarship is our full tuition scholarship for our honors level students. We have a community service scholarship. So LaSalle does over 60,000 hours of service per year. So that's pretty amazing. We put our money where our mouth is with that one. So if you're into service and you want to apply for that scholarship, it's an additional $5,000 per year, which you can stack on top of the founder scholarship. I mentioned we have 19 Division I sports, so we have athletic scholarships available. And then if you have a parent that went to LaSalle, we also offer a $1,000 legacy scholarship. So thank you so much. I'll put my email in the chat. Any of you can reach out to me, and thanks for joining me virtually.
Great, thank you so much. And next, we're going to hear from Merrimack College.
Perfect. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, everyone who was able to join us tonight. My name is James Alberto. I am the Senior Admissions Counselor at Merrimack College. To those who haven't heard about Merrimack, Merrimack is located in North Andover area, Greater Boston area in Massachusetts. We are not too far from the city. We are literally half an hour from the city where most of our students do internships or just go for shopping or hanging out during the weekday or weekends. So this is the aerial picture of our campus. I will dive deep to the next slide about our facts about Merrimack. So we have about 4,000 students on campus. 73% of those students are residentials, they live on campus, and 27% they live off campus. We offer 100+ academic programs, and our students come from 38 different states and 47 different countries. This is also an opportunity for any of you who are interested in study abroad. We have partnerships with 25 different countries where if you're interested in studying abroad, this is an opportunity for you. We also have 1,400 graduate students on campus, and sometimes some of them they live off campus. And one of the fun facts, we are one of the Catholic Augustinian colleges located in Greater Boston area. And another fact about Merrimack is that we are Division I sports. We have 24 Division I sports, and we also have club sports that I'm happy to talk to you about. We also have intramurals on campus. We have 65+ plus club organizations on campus. So when it comes to diversity, we have 21% diversity on campus. Student to faculty ratio is 16:1, and average class size is 22 students. So all our students are required to do some sort of internship because by the time they graduate, not only they have the degree, the degree, but they also have the experience that employers are typically looking for. Every student that gets enrolled or admitted at Merrimack, they assigned an academic advisor, and also they assigned an academic success coach. So they have 2 advisors throughout their time at Merrimack. So the academic success coach is to help this student really figuring out their first year, what they would like to study, whether they know or not. They will have that person, that experienced and professional on campus who will have one-on-one to discuss personal goals and professional goals. They will work with the student and try to figure out. We have a platform on campus. It's called the Burning Glass, where an academic success coach sits down with the student. They discuss what they want to study. For example, if the student is interested in biology major, so they will put down on that Burning Glass, the platform that we have on campus. It allows you, it shows the real data of a possible job opportunities and career options that exist within that particular major. So they show you what classes you should be taking as a biology major, or based on your career goals. As a civil engineering major, they will, or mechanical electric engineering major, they will show you, they will help you find out what are your career options and what classes you should be taking on campus. We have different internships are guaranteed. We invite employers on campus, and you also, if you don't get to land in an internship on spot on campus, you will be able to actually find an internship with the help of your academic success coach. So you don't have to worry about where you're going to find an internship or not. You will definitely have someone on campus who will work one-on-one as well. We also have a mentoring program on campus. So before you even come to campus, once you're enrolled, we are, another student who is in higher class, whether it's a sophomore or junior, they will reach out to you to make sure you have everything, or you prepare for everything you need. They will help you transition from high school to college. This is something that we offer on campus. So the question that has to come on you is, why choosing Merrimack? So there are many reasons to choose Merrimack. One of them is, this is where the greater begins. The greater career options exist. We have a bigger scholarships. 99% of our students receive some sort of scholarship or financial aid. There we also have strong majors, hands-on type of learning. We have our nursing labs on campus. We also have a greater support program. One of them is the one that I just mentioned, which is really being paired with academic success coach. And we also have, this is an opportunity for you to change the world, whether it's be part of the community, whether you're playing sports, whether you're volunteering. There's so many volunteering opportunities on campus. We are being recognized worldwide and nationwide. We're one of the best colleges for your money, best college for according to US News, and we're also most innovative college in the country. So as far as the deadlines, we have November 15th, which is early action, early decision. There's no cost associated with the application. It's completely free. You have to submit your high school transcript, your one letter of recommendation. We're on Common App. Like I said, it's totally free. So the average cost for tuition is $22,300 after the scholarships, and the room and board is $15,600. So again, if you would like to learn more about Merrimack, you're welcome to sign up for tours. We're available 6 days a week until Saturday, Monday to Saturday. And we have an open house coming up on November 7th. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to connecting with you.
Great, thank you so much. And next, we will hear from Ramapo College of New Jersey.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Kelly Duran. I am one of the admissions counselors at Ramapo. So to get started, the most important things to know is one, we are the smallest public school in the state of New Jersey. So we have about 6,000 students altogether. We're also a pretty suburban campus. We're located up in northern New Jersey, up in Mahwah. So we're about an hour and a half away, either straight up 287 or straight off the Parkway as well. We also, so student to faculty ratio is 16:1. So you get to work with just faculty. There are no teaching assistants. There are no graduate assistants for any of our courses as well. And there are also no lecture hall courses. So average class size is about 21, and then large class you'll ever have at Ramapo is 35. We are also test optional for all of our undergraduate majors, and then also for our 4+1 programs as well. So now I'm going to talk a little bit especially about academics. So starting first over on the right, so you'll see our 5 different academic schools. So first, our Anfield School of Business, where our most popular programs are accounting, management, finance, as well as marketing. Our School of Contemporary Arts, most popular programs are communications, music, animation, as well as theater. Our School of Humanities and Global Studies, most popular programs are English, history, Spanish, as well as political science. Our School of Social Science and Human Services, most popular programs are education, psychology, criminology, and social work. And then lastly, our School of Theoretical and Applied Sciences, our most popular programs are biology, environmental science, computer science, as well as nursing. And then over on the right, over on the left side, you can be able to see, so altogether we have about 100 different majors, minors, concentrations for students. We have a few 4+1 programs, so in accounting, business administration, creative music technology, data science, social work, as well as elementary education, special education. And then also, as I mentioned, all those programs are test optional. We do have a few joint programs where for those, they are SAT or ACT required since they are partnerships with other schools. So those are for dental, optometry, osteopathic medicine, pharmacy, physical therapy, and then also with law schools as well. So those are the only programs that SAT or ACT score is required. And then otherwise, really big focus on hands-on education. So there are internships available for all of our majors. Most of our students will typically average at least 2 internships as well before graduation. We have about 10,000 plus internships that are posted annually each year. We will typically also have at least 300 employers that'll come on campus to be able to meet with students every year as well. There's about 1,000 internships in New York City alone, and then countless other ones throughout northern New Jersey, and then also right over the border over in New York as well. And there's also opportunity for international internship options as well for students to get involved in. And then depending on what your major is, it'll also be your clinical experiences or also be able to do research experiences as well. So normally 2 is an average across the board for whatever kind of that's going to look like for your major. And then talking a little bit about student involvement. So our first study in intern and abroad, so we have about 500 programs globally. We have them in about 60 different countries. They can range anywhere from a week-long program to a year-long program. Most popular time is the summer, which is normally about a 5-week program. And then also internships in about 45 of those countries as well. We have 18 Division III athletic teams, which most popular basketball, baseball, soccer, track and field, swimming and diving, tennis as well. Also have competitive club sports and intramural sports as well if you don't want to be able to play for the Ramapo team. And then also a lot of different ways to get involved. So about 150 different student clubs, organizations, 25 different sororities and fraternities, a lot of different community service, either on campus or around campus, and then also leadership programs as well. Also pretty important is living on campus. So these are our 3 first-year residence halls, Pine Hall, Mackin Hall, and Bischoff Hall. So there is free laundry, heat, and AC in all of our residence halls. All of our suites are set up suite style, so you're never sharing a bathroom the entire floor of people, just people you're going to be living with, so no communal bathrooms. And then also you can have your car on campus all 4 years, and housing is also guaranteed all 4 years. We are also ranked #1 best college dorms in New Jersey, and we are nationally ranked in the top 2%, so something that we are pretty prideful of, especially. And then so talking a little bit, especially about admissions requirements. So first, everything you need for your application is, again, first, the application. You can either use the Common application, the Ramapo application, or the Coalition app. Common App is hands down the most popular. About 85 to 90% of our students will typically use that every year. We'll also need your high school transcript. So average GPA is about a 3.4 GPA. We require at least one letter of recommendation, but always recommend students submit at least two. So either from a teacher, counselor, supervisor of your job, your coach, whoever can write you the best letter of recommendation is all that we want to be able to see. And then potentially extra credentials you may have to submit. If you've taken any AP classes, we want to be able to get those score reports to be able to give you credit for those. Same thing if you've taken any classes throughout high school for dual enrollment at another college or university. And then also if you are interested in applying into our honors program, there is just a separate essay that you have to complete for that as well. Otherwise, our deadline, so first is early decision, which is November 1st. Early action is December 15th. That is also our deadline for students who are interested in nursing, biology, and want to be eligible for scholarship consideration. So basically, after December 15th, we may not have seats available in nursing, biology, and we may not have enough scholarship funding to be able to give out. So we always recommend apply by December 15th. And then also our final deadline is February 1st as well. And then otherwise, thank you again, truly, for joining us tonight. Here is also all my contact information. Be able to either connect with us on social media, so Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We also have a pretty active virtual tour website. And then also we do in-person campus tours and open houses. So we do in-person campus tours Monday through Friday and select Saturdays, 10 a.m. and 1. And then we also have our open house coming up on Sunday, October 24th. And then also every Tuesday, we do a virtual Tuesday topic where you can learn about a different aspect of Ramapo in one of our offices. And again, thank you so much.
Great, thank you. So we do have a few minutes left. I want to invite all of our panelists to turn their cams back on. I'm going to pose a few questions just to give them a little bit more of an opportunity to talk about their experience and their institutions. So we'll answer in the same order. Everyone will get about 30 seconds or so to reply. But my first question is going to be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? We'll start up at the top with Pace University.
So the advice I would give for this is a little bit more financial focused, and it's about third-party scholarships. So a lot of students start looking for outside scholarships or third-party scholarships in the spring when May 1st is coming close. My recommendation is to start looking now during the fall of your senior year. Start looking for third-party scholarships because those do run out, and those are outside scholarships that can be applied to most schools. So ask your school counselor, start just doing research on the internet for where you can get those outside scholarships that you can apply towards your tuition later on. Don't wait until April or May. That's my advice.
Great. Next, Iona College.
All right. So one of my biggest advice would be to definitely take the time to go ahead and visit the campuses. It's one thing to hear from us behind the screen or to do a virtual tour, but it's another thing to be physically, walking on the campus and seeing it for yourself. I think that a true way to see if the school is right for you is getting a feel for it in person.
Great. Next, East Carolina University.
Yeah, all great advice. Definitely, as you're looking at different institutions, everyone kind of has somewhat of a similar deadline, but they can all be a little bit different. So the biggest advice I received in high school was kind of make your own academic calendar for all of the institutions you're looking at with their requirements and deadlines. That's the biggest recommendation and the best one I had received. So go ahead.
Great. LaSalle University.
Hi, yeah, awesome advice here. I always like to say just stay in touch with your admissions counselors. We love to chat with all of you. And we also want to be a resource to help you discover what else is going on at our school. I personally always set people up with faculty members or current students, and I know a bunch of us do the same things. So use us. That's what we're here for, to counsel you.
Great. Merrimack College.
Awesome. I agree with all of you. I think we are here to help you. We are your friends. We're your first point of contact. I even tell students, even if they don't come to Merrimack, I love to help you. We wanna take that overwhelming feeling that you have from being undecided about where to go. So my biggest advice is try to find your perfect fit, and we are here to help you through that process.
Great. And lastly, Ramapo College of New Jersey.
My big piece of advice that I give to students all the time is ultimately this is your college process. This is not where your mom went to school, your aunt, your cousin, someone told you. At the end of the day, you know where you're going to thrive and what is going to be a fantastic experience for you. It's not where your best friend is going. It's not where your boyfriend, your girlfriend is going. This is your college experience, and you want to be somewhere for the next 4 years where you are going to have a fantastic experience, that the person you are now is not the person you're going to be 4 years from now. You're going to change in all these new and so exciting ways, and you are in the driver's seat of this entire conversation.
Great. All great pieces of advice there. My next question is more about the institutions that we've heard from today, but what's one thing you want students to remember about your school? Again, we'll start up at the top with Pace University.
So for PACE, I really want students to remember that if they are interested in a hands-on learning experience, if they want to get their foot in the door with internships, then PACE is a great fit. We have almost 9,000 internship opportunities, and career services is there to help you find those. And being where we are in New York, there's no shortage of companies looking for those young new interns. So I would just really recommend to students, if you want to, get that hands-on experience and have those internships and immersive experiences through your academics, then PACE is a great choice for you.
Great. Next, Iona College.
All right, I would say that being at Iona is like having a second home and like having a second family. So if you're looking for that family-oriented school that offers a personalized experience between your academics, your extracurricular interests, then that's the one thing I would say about Iona. It's home away from home, and it's like having a second family as well.
Great. East Carolina University.
Yeah, so we also have that great family aspect, but of course you're there at college to get a degree, but also you're paying for an experience. So at ECU specifically, there's tons of different things that you can do. It seems like we're always doing something 24/7, but study abroad is also another great opportunity for all students, no matter what, and those networking opportunities as well. Since we have the largest college of business, we're able to host some of the largest career fairs in North Carolina to help you get that experience.
Great. LaSalle University.
I always like people to remember the global network that LaSalle is a part of. Again, over 1,000 teaching institutions in 82 countries worldwide. So you're not just LaSalle Philadelphia, which being LaSalle Philadelphia is pretty cool. Philly's a great city, but you're a part of this bigger community. So you kind of get a bunch of communities to be a part of, which I think is pretty special.
Great. Merrimack College.
Yeah, I would like students to remember that Merrimack it's all about community. We want students not to be just focusing on academics are one side of things. We want them to be involved on campus. There's tons of volunteering opportunities. There are tons of student organizations. There's one-on-one with the academic success coach. So this is something that you would not rarely get from other schools that you will get from Merrimack. Thank you.
Great. And to wrap us up, Ramapo College of New Jersey.
I would say the biggest thing to know about Ramapo is you are always going to be at the table. You are always going to be able to have a voice. The biggest way that I would be able to say that is this past year, we just had a new president that started at Ramapo, and we actually had our students who are also on the search committee for that. So students are involved at entire parts of the conversation at Ramapo, and working with everyone from our board of trustees to our presidents. And so, especially if you want to be able to be at a school where you can make meaningful change, we thoroughly welcome that.
Great. Thank you, everyone. So that is all the time we have today. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us today, from our panelists taking the time out of their very busy schedules to chat with our students, and to our students, thank you for joining us and hearing from these great institutions. To our students, after you close the window, there will be a very quick 5-question survey that will appear. If you don't mind filling that out, we'd really appreciate it. That's how we make improvements upon our events, so we value your feedback. Reminder that there's one more hour of sessions, so feel free to sign up for more sessions. And another reminder that this session and all of our sessions this evening were recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Middlesex in the next few days. Thank you everyone again for joining us, and have a great evening.